Went on a blind date, and it was he was one of these that just didn't pause for breath. Anyway, I started crying.
Why?
Well, he turned to me when he had a pause for breath. He said to me, "Are you crying?" I went, "Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm just so bored." So they literally tears of boredom. I went, "Yeah." I remember it very clearly. I was in Upper Street in Islington. I just left. It was the only date I've ever been on.
Speaking of someone just leaving, I had someone do that to me. We went on a date. This was years ago, and I didn't know it was a date because I thought he was gay, and I thought we were just going out for a drink. And then it kind of became clear as the dinner went on that he wasn't, and so he went to the toilet and didn't come back.
And he's still in there now.
Awkward. And I had plenty of first dates to talk about, unfortunately. But, I mean, where do I begin? But no, I remember one first date, he said that he liked really ladylike women, and I had fake nails on, and I stuck them on myself, the ones that you buy in the shop, because I wanted my hands to look lovely. He said hands are really important. And I ordered a burger, as you do, dainty on a first date, tucked into it, and as I squeezed into it, the nail flicked off and landed in his suit. And he went, "Oh, oh." And I think mobile phones had just about come about. This is how far we're going back. And I got dumped by text. That was that one. And the other one, poor Mick, he hears this all the time, Mick Hucknall, bless him. I've dined out on this story. Went to Nebworth, watched Oasis, feeling really nervous with all the rock stars, but pretending I own it, I belong there.
So you're on a date with Mick
I'm on a date with Mick Hucknall. We've met at a premiere, and I can't eat, drinking the champagne, got in the car, engine goes over, I go like that, like something out of The Exorcist. He says, "What did you say, babe?" I've gone... He had the dreadlocks flicked like that, and not long after that, he had to cut his dreadlocks off.
So was that from nerves or alcohol or both?
Nerves and alcohol, and the fact I couldn't eat, and pretending that I felt like I belonged there when I didn't. I was so nervous. But he took me home, made me a bacon sandwich, made me ring my mum to say I was safe.
Oh.
And I was still flirting with him, and then I looked in the mirror and I had Alice Cooper black makeup all down my eyes.
So the crucial question is, did you hear from him again?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So
yes,
how long
I
did you
did.
go out with
And then
him
we were
for?
friends. No, we were basically friends. He was heartbroken over somebody else, so was I, and we were just really great friends in the end that just had this chemistry, and we still speak now.
So I never went on one date with somebody I didn't know. I've only ever dated either friends or people who are friends of friends, so you kind of know what the backstory is. Yeah. But this one particular time, my friend who had a boyfriend, she was saying, "Oh, his friend, you know, he's really nice." And we went on a double date. How kind of like 1980s is that? Well, he was the most boring man. So boring. Yeah. And he was a salesman of some kind. I can't remember what he sold, but anyway, he started from Birmingham, and he started telling me about when you go to a hotel. He said, when I'm travelling and whatever. He said,
I already hate him.
And he said, you come back in the afternoon and they've got a lovely tea out, lovely tea. He said, 30 to 40 biscuits. And I'm thinking to myself, this is already the world's most boring anecdote. He then starts going, Abbey Crunch, chocolate bourbon, Garibaldi. And I think, oh my God, he's going to list 30 to 40 biscuits. So needless, I never saw him again. But that friend, that girlfriend, is still one of my really good friends. And whenever we're at a party and we encounter someone who's a little bit tedious, we look at each other and go, 30 to 40 biscuits.
As a woman, do you want to be chased or do you want to do the asking? I mean, I've never wanted to do the asking. I mean, and maybe that's old-fashioned, I'm sorry, but I've never asked a guy out, and so I go with that. But then if you really fancy somebody and you've told yourself, right, I'm not going to ask him out, you know, what do? You've got to kind of position yourself a little bit, haven't you? Just so that, you know, you might fall into his line of vision. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what you do. You kind of orbit there like a satellite.
Yeah, you would. But I mean, you wouldn't go and like sit in a pub every single night. Who would do that?
Who would do that?
You say that,
You wouldn't be that obvious, surely.
That's just
I've done that.
sad.
I'll confess to that. You know, in my 20s, bit desperate. Yes, there's no action going on, no kebabs for miles, and so somebody I fancied. Yeah, I did, and I just happened to be in the same pub every Friday night, which was well out of my patch, I have to say. It was
For 3 months.
Getting there. Okay, it was maybe longer. And I just happened to be there, you know.
But did it work and did you get your man?
Well, I went with this friend of mine, and she was in it. She was really good, and she was, we're not going to that pub again. I was like, come on, let's go to the pub again. So, but yes, it did work. He asked her out.
Oh, you're not friends with her anymore.
Hang on. What did she say? She said, no, my friend
Well,
likes
she just
you.
said, look, we've been here every week for 3 months. He's clearly not interested in you. He's asked me out. I really like him.
It weren't
And I
Nadia,
go.
was it?
What?
It weren't Nadia, was it?
Might have been.
Can I just say that there's only one day I remember where I met this guy, and it was this summer. I was very young and had the lovely little, it was all summery clothes. And I've done lovely little those white pump things that you wear. And we went out, and as I went to the toilet, the waitress dropped a tray of drinks. And as she dropped them, I stood on a glass. Oh, no. But I was too embarrassed to tell the guy I was with. So at the end of the meal, he said, why have you got one red shoe and one white shoe? Basically, I was bleeding to death under the table.
Oh, bless you.
He didn't ask me out on the second
He didn't
day.
ask you out again?
No, I waited 45 minutes.